Today we are going to look at student activities and what it looks like for a student to complete them. So without further ado, we're going to jump into this mythology activity. Now what we're seeing is the activity that the teachers created. Here's my teacher. Here's the description that he entered. Below that I can see the different learning targets that are addressed in this activity, including their descriptions and the score that I'm shooting for. The second tab is the action tab, and these are the steps and their associated resources that my teachers laid out for me. Now before I get started, I want to hit the start button. This is going to indicate to Empower that I'm actively working on this activity. It's going to create a workspace below where I can interact with my teacher's instructions and create or upload things to turn in. So the first step is to watch the video. So let's do that. Just clicking it takes me to YouTube. Now that I've seen that, let's move on to step 2. I'll click the arrow. Step 2 says pick one of the planet gods and write 3 sentences about the most interesting thing you learned about the planet or god. And here's some resources here. Once I've looked these over, I can move down into my workspace to complete my teacher's instructions. I have a few options here for workspaces. Here's a word processor where I could type things in. I could also draw something. I can attach files from my computer. I could link to a website, or I could upload things from my Google Drive. We were asked to write a few sentences, so let's do that. Don't forget to give it a title. Once I'm happy with that, I'm going to hit save. This saves my work. I might want to continue on it later. It does not turn it in. We're going to look at how to turn in saved work when we get to the locker. Let's go back up and see if there's any more steps to do. There is a step 3. My teacher wants me to draw a picture of the god that I chose, and it looks like he's left me here with some inspiration. I'm going to move back down to my workspace, and this time I'm going to choose the drawing tool. That's pretty good. I'm going to not forget to save it. Now there's no step 4, so I'm all done. So the next thing I'm going to do is proceed to my locker. Here in the locker is where I find any work that I've created for this activity. And if I want to edit it some more, I can just click on the title. It's going to take me back where I can find it in my workspace. And when I think it's how I want it, there's a circle here. If I click that, it gives me a green check mark, and that means it's been turned in. And the teacher's going to get an alert as soon as I hit that green check. I might decide that I'm done with the activity here, but I can also use the feedback tab to get access to the social media for this activity. And that's what it's like for a student to complete an activity in Empower. The next thing that would happen is the teacher would review that work and give out scores, and those things are covered in other videos. We'll see you there.